What's up, dudes? Chooch back with another video, and today I'm out here on this M Super X 100 volt. This is the high speed version. This thing is pretty much, I think, if you add them all up, this is like the third fastest unicycle out there, guys. This is one of the fastest ones they've ever made, hands down. This is kind of before they started making the M Super Pro model and all that. So these 100 volt models were really fast. And the only unicycles I can think that are probably faster than this one right here are the new RSs. I haven't tested them, but they could be faster than this one. I don't think they are though. And the veteran Sherman, of course, is top speed faster than this unicycle. And then some say that the Monster V3 100 volt is faster than this wheel, and I haven't tested that, but I could definitely see how it would be faster. But this wheel right here is extremely fast. I pretty much calculated the speed on it, and I did a loop track, basically a 1 mile go-kart track on this thing, and I did it by lap time on it. So I was doing a 1 mile loop on this thing in like 1 minute and 35 seconds. And it was absolutely just cooking. I mean, and that's with cornering and everything like that, you know, so that's really getting down. And this thing is it's a fast wheel, guys. It really is a fast wheel. And the thing about having a fast wheel in a hill bomb scenario like this, so whenever you're pretty much hitting a hill like this on a main road, you want a fast wheel. And I can go way faster on this wheel right here than, say, my M Super Pro high torque. Just because this thing's cutoff speed is just way higher. You know, if you just pick this wheel up, and you can pick any unicycle up and just let it, you know, take off, lean it forward, and this thing will go full speed. If you're new to it, it'll just go full speed, and then, you know, it'll eventually cut off. It'll go so fast it'll cut off. But the freewheel speed on this wheel is higher than any other wheel that I have. And so when you're going downhill like this, you're not really using a bunch of the power in the wheel, but you do want your freewheel speed to be high enough so you're not going to get any beeps or any cutoffs or anything like that. And on this thing, I'm really, you know, I'm pushing it to the edge. Going downhill like this, I can get it right at about 50 miles per hour. So I can get this thing way up there, guys. So this is about the speed of the veteran Sherman. And this is going downhill. If I'm going on flat terrain on this wheel, you know, the 100 volt M Super X high speed this is from 2 years back. If I'm on like flat ground, then I can usually get about 45 to 47 if it's a full charge. But going downhill, I can get about 3 to 4 more miles per hour out of it that I usually wouldn't be able to get. And it is just, I mean, this thing is rolling right here. I'm telling you, buddy, this thing is absolutely moving. And it is just such a feeling, man. When you're on these mountain roads out here and you just got this cold, icy air in your face and you're just rolling on this thing at, you know, over 45 miles an hour, just cruising down these roads. It is a feeling, man. It is so much fun. And, you know, it's just, this is a really close experience, you know, to, like I said before, it really feels like you're almost like jetpacking is the way I would put it. You know, you feel like you almost have like a legit superpower and you're just like jetpacking along down this road. And it is just, oh man, it's great. It's great. I love these things. And they never get old, man. I'm telling you, it never gets old. One thing to watch out for, and you see me talking about, you probably won't be able to hear me too well talking about it due to the just absurd wind noise from going so fast down this. Check this out right here. This, no, it's coming up. I'll show you what it is whenever I come up to it. It was like a little pothole in one of these corners coming up, and I literally have to like unweight for the little pothole, and it was just. But the crazy part about riding roads this time of year, you know, the summertime is one thing riding, but you can see all the salt and all the brine that you put on the road, and it is just, man, it is treacherous. On the way up this hill, actually, I pulled over to the shoulder and was, you know, letting a car come by, and whenever I was pulling out of a driveway, you know, whenever you're just torquing out of a driveway to take off up the hill, I hit some of that salt that you see washed on the side of the road, man, and it just dumped me, man. It dumped me hard too on the road. I look like an idiot. But I mean, it is, if you hit it, and this tire is slick, man. Y'all have seen me with this tire. I haven't changed it. This thing is almost bald. I've put so many miles on it. So I was being really careful, looking for the spots where the cars had carved out a line where there was no salt on the road, and some spots are really bad, and it can catch you off guard. If you're in the middle of even a mediocre carve and you come across that salt, it's just gonna make you eat it. So it's really quite technical. Looking for all the obstacles in the roadway and all that stuff, coming down this thing is really, it's really using every aspect of the mind, making sure that everything's going right coming down this hill on this thing, and it's rolling right here, the M Super, my M Super Pro high torque, it doesn't go anywhere near this speed. 37 miles per hour is just way different than 47 to 50, and this thing really goes about 10 miles an hour faster than that M Super Pro high torque. And in most cases, for a lot of my riding, this is dangerous riding right here, and granted, I'm not really putting too many other people at risk other than myself right here, so this is just, this is my option to do such a thing, and to go have fun like this and to really get the adrenaline flowing and do something that's, I guess some would say is dangerous, because this really is, if this thing were to cut off right here, it would be bad. And I'd hope I'd slide a little bit at least, because if it had a cut off right here, man, it would just be terrible. But that's the thing, man, I'm lightweight, and this thing's the 100 volt high speeds just, even though that high torque, I love it, the high speed's enough for the roadway for me. The high torque is just used for off-roading, in most cases, for what I like, Granted, I do ride this high speed off-road all the time, just because it's more lightweight, but that high torque does pretty much everything I need off-road in the fact of having incredible distance with the range it has and the incredible power of just getting up hills. The advantage of this thing is just so light, I can almost jump it up most hills, and I can really assist it with my riding style up most hills, if that makes sense, and so I really don't have to rely on the torque, if for most things that I'm doing. So if you're thinking high speed or high torque, really give it some thought, because you might want to do some high speed road riding, and in that case, go with the high speed model. The links below, guys, take you straight to eWheels and eRides UK. So eWheels is where you're going to want to go for everybody in the USA and Canada, and extremely fast shipping, extremely reliable customer service. eWheels is the best. And for everybody overseas and everywhere else other than the United States and Canada, go with eRides UK. They will get you set up. The links below, guys. Use the code CHOOCH5 and you can get a discount from eRides UK as well. You can also get an instant $20 discount from Lazy Rolling. So all the jackets that I wear, they're Kevlar lined and they're armored. So if you do go down, you got some protection there. They're easy to throw on, and I really swear by them. Use code CHOOCH at checkout for your $20 off. If y'all enjoyed the video, press that red subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.